Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm going to just use the first letter of your first and last name, so N-A. Now what I want to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and listen to the readings, the paragraph readings, and then make some comments as is appropriate. Okay, so two people, the T and the P, you need to produce those sounds with more air when two people are talking. So that's one thing already. Let's Now, even though you have some problems there, you have a very, very nice tone. You speak very clearly, you speak naturally, and you're not just speaking in one tone. That's a good thing. So it's the word pierces. You weren't exactly sure how to pronounce that sound again. Pierces this boundary. So the other word that was awkward for you is the word uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Okay, you have the word breathe. It's bad breath, breath. So that vowel sound is a little bit difficult for you. So the T sound, also the D sound. I'm just taking some notes right now. So the last word is that is at odds with the relationship to the other individual. You said odds, but it's odds. All right? Okay, let me keep going here. Now that is the sound. So I'll tell you in just a minute what vowels you're having more trouble with and so on, so you can kind of know what to do when you get done with watching this video. So this is also what's called blending. So you say back away, not back away. So a lot of times when we have what's called a particle after the verb, we will blend. The final sound of the one word will blend into the first sound of the next word. So then we'll say try to back away, not back away. Again, this is a blending problem. So you said, if the person to whom you're speaking backs away a little, don't try to close the gap. But I would say backs away a little. Okay, I'm in the your third reading passage, the word not contact, contact. So what I would say here is when you take this word discomfort, you weren't quite sure where the stress is. Discomfort. So stress is more on that first syllable, the prefix of that particular word there. So that's kind of a word stress type issue. But like I said, I'm pointing out some of your difficulties, but you actually have a very, very good tone, and you are speaking very clearly, even though you are having some problems. Okay, now we're getting into Part B. Part B is important because I know when you're reading paragraphs, I can see how well you can associate certain spellings or certain letters to certain sounds, right? and to see how well you can do that. But I'm also interested in seeing your natural, spontaneous conversational English. Now I'm going to pay attention to your grammar, your vocabulary, and your pronunciation. So you're answering now, who is your best friend? Good vocabulary, the word traits. So you're talking about how she's supportive, loyal, and then you said honesty. Honesty is a noun, right? The other words you're using are are adjectives. So that's what I call a parallel structure problem. You want to try to keep your grammar balanced. So you're having some difficulties with the grammar. You're saying two characteristics I found or I find in Sarah. There is this area of the speech. You're trying to tell me what two important characteristics of your friend Sarah are, but your grammar wasn't allowing you to do that. Again, more grammatical problems. You said these are supportive and honesty. No, you can't use a noun with honesty. Say these are supportive and honest. Or being supportive and being honest. How about this? Being supportive and being honest are two important qualities that Sarah has. So if you use the gerund plus the adjective and do that twice, that's going to balance out the grammatical problems that you're having in the speech. So you said Sarah supports me in each hard moment of my life. So your vocabulary is a little bit limited. So now we're starting to see when you're getting into your spontaneous English, your grammar and your vocabulary is breaking down just a little bit, right? Okay, so I've just listened to all three of your speaking tasks in Part B, the pronunciation post test. So I think I have enough information now to accurately score your pronunciation post test. So first of all, let's take a look at your intelligibility score first. I'm going to put you at a 3 point, I'm going to say 3.1 out of 7. So with this, what does this mean? Putting you at intermediate level in your speaking proficiency. It means I can understand most of what you're saying even though you have a distracting accent. You have complex grammar, but you have some problems controlling your grammar. You have vocabulary with some word usage irregularities, so I think some grammar problems and vocabulary problems are preventing you from fully expressing your ideas. All right, now in terms of your pronunciation, let's take a look at some specific lessons that I think you can focus on to help you get better. I think one of the first lessons you want to focus on is the lesson 10, bet versus bait. That's probably going to be pretty important for you. Also, lesson number 8, it's the pat versus the pa, ought. Remember the word odds? There were several words that you were saying you're not sure how to differentiate between the O and the ah sounds. So that would be lesson number 8. Also, you want to focus with the T. I think that's lesson number 23. Focus on the T versus the D sounds, especially pronouncing the T with more air than you're doing. That's going to be important for you. I think you can also practice lesson number 19, the pat versus the bat, the P versus the B sound. That would be important for you. In the next part of my Speak Clearly part of my course, I think you can improve word stress, lessons number 29 through 32, sentence rhythm, which is lessons 33 through 35. Your tone's actually pretty good. And I would say thought groups and blending, which is lessons 41 through 44. The good news for you is once you solve your vocabulary and your grammar problems and you're comfortable with most of the sounds of American English, you already have a good tone. I think that you can reach a very high level of fluency in the not too distant future. Right? So my recommendation right now is take some time this week and next week to review these lessons. These speak clearly lessons. These are problems that you're having right now. Either you can continue to have these problems or you can try to solve them. I hope that you will try to solve some of these problems. Now, as you're going through those videos and studying those lessons, I encourage you to read out loud with the native speaker, which is me. You can read everything that I say, and you can work on your pacing and your rhythm and your tone and a whole bunch of other things in there that will be very important in helping you improve. So you're getting there. And one other thing that you might think about doing is check out YouTube. I mean, you're watching my video right now at YouTube, right? So go to YouTube at the top and type in the word songs or songs with the words, songs with words. And then you can look at some videos and you can practice singing with the speakers by reading the words to songs. And that's also really good. Believe it or not, you can practice a lot by singing. It can help you with your tone, with your pacing, with your rhythm. It can get you used to the different sound and spelling patterns of American English and a whole bunch of other useful things. Alrighty, anyway, thank you very much, NA, for completing this particular pronunciation post-test, or as it is, a final exam in our TOEFL class over here at California State University of San Bernardino. And you'll notice in the syllabus a score of 3.1 out of 7. That puts you at about 80% out of 100 on at least for the grade for this particular assignment.